Welcome on in, everyone. My name is Coach Christian, bringing you a Coach Care Connect workout, and today we got some really good stuff, just like always. We're gonna start with our warm-up. We got a couple circuits, and then we'll do some foam rolling for recovery. Now, what you need today is a pair of dumbbells. If you have a kettlebell as well, we are gonna have some hand-to-hand swings that we do in our second circuit. Our circuits today are gonna be 40-20 for our work to rest ratio, so 40 seconds on, 20 seconds of rest before we move on to that next move. Now, let's get right into the warm-up here. We're gonna start with some rest, flex, and extend. So, for this one, hands go under the shoulders. We're gonna drop the hips down into our extension position, and then we push the hips back into our rest. Really feel the stretch here. You can go side to side if you need to. Knock out 5 of these. Really good. There we go. Now we're trying to raise the body's internal temperature just a little bit as we get warmed up, so your body can move the right ways. We got about 30 minutes of work today, including the warm up and the cool down. So let's take our time and let's do this right today. Next one, thoracic spine extension. So hands and knees again. We're gonna reach all the way through, drop the shoulder, and then follow the hand with the eyes all the way up to the top. We've got 5 on each side here on your own. Now really focus on it again. Watch the hand with the eyes. As you rotate up, watch it, try to go as far as you can. Obviously you don't want to feel any pain, but you want to feel that stretch throughout the core and a little bit in that low back. After you hit your 5 on one side, let's go right over to the other. Open it up. Now if you notice one side is just a little bit more flexible than the other, then we focus in on that side just a little bit more, try to really get a good stretch, even yourself out. Imbalances happen in the body all the time, but we're just gonna try to smooth some of those out. Now, when you're done with that, next one is gonna be our quad Superman tuck. We're gonna go elbow into the knee, extending out, all the way one straight line from my heel to my hand, and then elbow comes in back to the knee. We got 5 on each side there. Again, remember to go opposite arm, opposite leg. So my right arm, my left leg. Hold for a quick second. You wanna make sure the core is nice and tight. I talk about this a lot with the quad Superman tuck. You want to keep the core really, really squeezed on this one. Make the simple movement seem hard. A lot of tension, a lot of pressure in your core on this one. After you hit your 5, go to the other side. Good. Nice, slow, controlled reps. You're in control of your body today. You're in control of the weight. So what we're going to do, you're going to knock out this last set here. Hit your 5, and then we have a 30-second forearm plank that we're gonna knock out. We're gonna start that in about 10 seconds here, team. So down on the forearms for this one, it's a 30-second plank. We're gonna be up on the toes. If you have to drop to the knees, that's okay, but keep holding that plank. 2, 1, let's go. Right here. Again, straight line. My weight is all the way up onto my toes for that one, and then straight line all the way across the back. The core stays tight. Again, you're making a shorter plank here, a smaller kind of movement. Feel hard by adding pressure within your core. So really squeeze, you're over halfway here. You got 10 seconds. There we go. Good, keep squeezing, keep squeezing. 3, 2, and 1, rest. All right, let's start talking about our circuits for today. We have 2 of them. They're both gonna be 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. We have 3 times through both of our circuits. First one, we got 3 exercises in it. First exercise is gonna be some alternating bicep curls. So we're right here, we're coming up to the top, biceps, right? We've all done these before. Keep the elbows in nice and tight so you really focus in on the bicep. Second movement, we're gonna go some alternating bent over rows. So for this one, we're gonna find our bent over position. I'm gonna use dumbbells for this one. If you have kettlebells, those also work really well. Bent over, arms are long, and now we're alternating, pulling up to the bottom of the rib cage, elbow stays in nice and tight, alternating for the 40 seconds. Third one is a high plank around the world. Kind of the theme of the workout today is around the world, because we have an around the world plank and an exercise area. In circuit number 2, we got some around the world, a little bit different though. So our around the world plank, we're gonna start in our high plank position. So all the way up on the hands, up on the toes, and then single limb at a time, we're gonna go extend my hand, my foot, my other foot, and then right up to my hand. So you're going all the way around the world, single arm, single leg at a time. Just keep going around in that circle. That's our first circuit right there. I'm gonna demo the moves for circuit number 2 really quick as well. We're gonna start with an around the world lunge. So this one, same thing as our around the world plank, except we're doing it with a lunge. So Hands on the hips for this one, keep the chest nice and tall. I start lunging forward. I lunge to the side, get nice and deep. I do a reverse lunge, make sure you got enough room. Then I reverse lunge with my other leg, side lunge, and then I step it forward with that last leg. So you're going around the world with those lunges to start circuit number 2. Second exercise, circuit number 2 is gonna be a hand-to-hand swing. Do a lot of kettlebell swings here at Coach Care Connect because they're really good for triple extension, really good for the hamstrings and the glutes. So what we're gonna do, start this one like your deadlift, nice flat back, hips are back, you're driving the hips forward to create that momentum, and we're changing hands with each swing. So you go 40 seconds right there. Then our last move is going to be a dead bug. For this one, we are on our back. Hands straight up, knees are going to be over the hips, hands are right over the shoulders, and then just like the quad Superman tuck, it's like the inverted version. So opposite arm, opposite leg extends, stay tight, right back up to the top. And then you alternate sides on that one. We'll have some different options that we can do for that one as well. So that is all of our movements today. We've got about just under a minute until we start with that first circuit. So get everything ready to go. Grab your water, and we will get started with bicep curls, alternating bent over rows, and our high plank around the world. Those 3, we're gonna go 3 times through them before we get into circuit number 2. So here we go. Right into it here. Everything's ready to go. You have 30 seconds. So if you have any other stretches, anything that you want to do here, definitely do it right now. All right. So we got 20. Again, bicep curls to start. Nice proud chest, elbows staying tight, and we work throughout that entire range of motion. If you only have one dumbbell, that's all right. Let's go 20 seconds on one side. I'll let you know when the halfway point is, and then we can switch to the other. But if you got a pair, that works great. 5 seconds. Here we go, team. Let's start our work today in 2, 1. Here we go. You got 40 seconds to hit some bicep curls here, building up the arms. Good, good, good. So find a nice steady pace on this one. You got 3 rounds of these today, so no rush in the first round. You want to really start to feel those biceps here as we hit the halfway point of the round. You got 20 seconds. Make sure to breathe. Focus on that muscle that you're working. Again, elbow stays in tight. We're not using any momentum. So it's a dead stop, curling all the way up, all the way back down. Control here. You got 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. 20 seconds here, we're gonna go into that alternating bent over row neck. So again, feet under the hips. We hinge down, soft bend in the knees, arms are long, and I row. Now, as I do this one, my shoulders are gonna wanna turn, but don't let them. Use that nice core, that strong core to stop it. In 2, 1, let's go. So again, pulling up to that bottom of the rib cage. Find that good hinge position. You should have just a little bit of tension right in those hamstrings. And then as you pull, keep the core tight to hit that so you don't rotate. Anti-rotation work right here. So again, right here, just coming right up to the bottom of that rib cage. You're halfway through 20 seconds. Or if you have one dumbbell, we can make that work as well. It's the same thing. We just switch at the halfway point and you don't let those shoulders move. So again, we got 10 seconds. Good, 5 seconds, a couple more really good reps. 3, 2, 1. Throw those dumbbells off to the side. We got our around the world plank coming up. So, got a little bit of room. Again, we're gonna go around the world with each limb, 1 limb at a time. Let's do this one. You got 5 seconds. High plank in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So again, doesn't have to be huge movements on these. You're just picking it up and trying to not let anywhere else in the body move. So as you pick up each individual limb, your body is kind of changing its center of gravity. You're using all those core muscles, all those little muscles that you have in your body. They're all working to stabilize you here. And you don't want those hips to move. You want to stay nice and stable. So if I move my arm, my hips don't move. If I move my leg, my legs and hips don't move. Widen out your feet a little bit. If you are feeling that little bit of rotation in the hips, it'll give you a little bit wider of a base. You have 5 seconds, knock out those last couple. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. 20 seconds of rest. We're through circuit 1 time. We got 2 more. We're going to bicep curls next. You got about 13 seconds. Take a breather. Let's go back into it, team. 5 seconds. Grab those dumbbells. We're hitting the curls. 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Good, so you only got this set of bicep curls and then one more, and that's all we got for the day. For the biceps at least. We got a whole nother circuit coming. Got lots of good stuff today. Get a little upper body. We got some lower body coming in the next circuit, so it's a pretty full body workout today. You're halfway through the round, 20 seconds. So again, as you're curling, your elbows want to start to flare out as we get tired. It's a little bit easier if that elbow comes out, right? Don't let it, don't let it. We're not here to make this easy today. We're here to get closer to your goals. The elbows stay in tight as we curl. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rest, good. Alternating bent over row coming. Again, focus on the hinge position. We're trying to protect the low back. We're trying to strengthen the core while we do this one. We're also getting some really good back work. 10 seconds. So hinge, again, that little bend in the knee here. Hamstrings are tight, and then we row. 2, 1, let's go. So hinge, that nice strong core, and that's where we row. Good team, good team. So again, if you're feeling any pain in the low back, reset yourself. Stand up tall, roll the shoulders back, hinge, core tight, and then row. You feel those shoulders moving. Gotta engage the core just a little bit more here. Nice, strong, and stable. Good, if you feel yourself hitting your knees a little bit, I like to have a little bit narrow stance on this one, just to make sure my knees are out of the way. 5 seconds. Hit those last 3 reps. 3, 2, 1, done with it. High plank around the world coming. So find a little bit of space, make sure the dumbbells are out of the way. You can always drop it to the knees on this one too, guys. It's that same exercise. But if you're on the knees, the hips stay forward. Still the same, right here. Still the same things we're focusing on. 2, 1, let's go. But squeeze everything. You're going nice and slow on these. There's no rush. Maybe you take it the other way around the world this time. Challenge yourself. Core is tight. You're halfway through this round. Just over 20 seconds, team. Just over it. Core is working hard today. You're getting lots of core work. There you go. Again, no movement at all. Your body is silent. So there's nothing going on except that limb that is moving. You have 5 seconds to finish strong. 3, 2, 1, done with it. Rest. Really good team. 2 rounds down of our first circuit. We got one more time through, and then we'll move on to circuit number 2. So we're back to the bicep curls. Last time today, little challenge if we want it. If you got 2 dumbbells, we can go 50-50 hold on one side as we curl it out on the other side, and then we can switch halfway. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So a nice little hold on one side if you want that extra challenge, and then try not to use any momentum like I was there for a second. Good, good, good. You got this one, especially if you're doing that challenge, if you're taking it today. You got 4 seconds before we switch. 3, 2, 1. Switch sides if you're switching. If you're doing regular bicep curls still, just keep going at it. We got 15 seconds. This is your workout today, building that strength. Here we go, here we go. In 5, 4, 3, last 2 reps. Give me one more. 2, 1, rest, good. Alternating bent over rows. Now, this is another one that you can take a challenge if you want. It's gonna be just like the challenge for the bicep curl. So we're gonna hinge, we're gonna have one up the whole time as we row with the other arm. 20 seconds on each side. Let's do it. 3, 2, and 1, let's go. So again, I'm holding one up that entire time. I'm keeping that side engaged that I'm holding up. I'm not just letting it sit on my hip or anything like that. I'm using my back, driving my elbow back actively as I hit my rows on my other side. You got 5 seconds before we switch. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides if you're doing it. If not, just keep on rowing here. There we go, there we go. Now team, hinge is still the focus here. You really want to focus on it because that's going to protect your low back. Keep working here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I love it, I love it. All right, let's finish out circuit number 1 here. We got around the world planks for our around the world workout today. Here we go. Last round of them. Make it your best round. Again, no movement in the body besides that limb that is moving. Heard me say that so many times, should be ingrained in your mind now. Here we go. 2, 1, let's go. Get wide stance on this one. If you still are feeling yourself move around a little bit, widen your feet out. It's gonna give you more of that tripod stance. It's gonna give you a little bit more stability. But if you're already really wide and you're looking for a challenge, that's when we narrow the feet a little bit. That makes the core work a little bit harder. So find what position works for you, and that is where we want you today. Come on, 18 seconds. Good, last round, best round, 10 seconds to go. The core is burning a little bit. We got a break coming, a full minute break. Here we go in 3, 2, 1, and done. Rest. It's actually gonna come out to about a minute 20 break here, team. So take a breath, take a drink, grab that water. We got 3 more moves, 3 times through same format. You got your around the world lunges. Again, we don't need weight for that. If you wanna add weight, right to the chest. No worries there. After that, we have our hand-to-hand swing. So we're gonna use that kettlebell. You can also use a dumbbell. Either way works for me. But I'm gonna have my kettlebell ready to go. Good. So let's talk about the swing again for 1 second. Focusing on the low back, just like our bent over row. You wanna keep that back flat. We're driving the hips forward, and that's where you're getting that momentum on this one from. So small hinge, little bend in the knees, tighten the hamstrings, boom, drive those hips forward, create that momentum. You got 25 seconds. Now, for the around the world lunges, again, you need a little bit of room for this one. Think one leg is gonna do 3 lunges, and then I do 3 on my other leg to bring it back around. So forward, to the side, backwards, and we switch, backwards, to the side, forward. 5 seconds, and let's do it. 3, 2, 1, here we go. So forward lunge, side lunge, get deep into it now. In that side lunge, deep, inside leg stays long, and then right into our reverse lunge. Other side, into the side lunge, and that hits your forward lunge. So that's 1 time around the world. You can either go back around the world one way, or you can keep going that same way. Either way works. Just want you to keep working throughout the next 15 seconds. Now make sure you don't have weights or a wall behind you like I do. Good, good, good. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. Really good. Grab that kettlebell. Hand-to-hand swings coming up. So again, you are going to switch hands as we're swinging here. So hand-to-hand. But again, control that handle. If you need to go double-handed swings, we are all right with that. Biggest thing is we're looking for that hip drive forward. That's where we're getting our good work this round. 2, 1, let's go. Good, so hinge, drive forward. Hinge, pop those hips. Create that momentum with the glutes. Think about how far those glutes can come back. Little tension, flat back, boom, and explode forward. This is an explosive exercise that can really, really challenge the glutes and the hamstrings if you're doing it the right way, halfway. Good team, you got 10 seconds to go here. Finishing strong, working hard, all the way to it now. 5 seconds, keep going. 3, 2, and 1. Done with it. All right, we got dead bugs coming, so make it down to the mat here, or wherever you're at. So again, knees over the hips, hands over the shoulders, opposite arm, opposite leg extends, and we come back in. Control this one, keep your low back on the ground. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Again, squeeze your core. You're trying to engage those core muscles, all of them, including the pelvic floor. You gotta try to turn on the glutes, squeeze your butt a little bit as you're extending, squeeze the core, and control, 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 control. Really good, really good. Keep extending, you're over halfway now. We got 15 seconds. There you go, there you go. Keep breathing, keep working. Here we go, team, in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Done. 1 round down. We got 2 more rounds left in this workout today, team. Let's grab a drink of water. You got 15 seconds till we go back to our around the world lunges. Again, if you want to add weight, you can add it to the chest. The goblet position is great for this one. 5 seconds. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Try to go the other way around this time. Making our way all the way around the world today. Good, again, give yourself a little bit of room. I'm kind of stepping too far forward. You might not be able to see my foot there. That's okay. Good, just keep moving. That's the main goal of this one, is movement, working hard. You got 15 seconds to finish strong. Again, as we get tired, the chest wants to come forward, especially in some of those forward lunges. We might be over the knee a little bit. I like to put the hands on the hips because that forces me to keep that chest nice and tall. In 3, 2, 1, rest, rest, rest. Good. Hand-to-hand swings coming next. Grab your kettlebell or dumbbell, whatever you're using here. Now again, focus on that hip drive, that extension here. Hinge back, boom, pop forward, create that momentum. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, really drive forward now. Hinge, low back is flat, and pop. There you go, there you go. You can slow this one down a little bit too. You maybe go lighter if you're struggling. If you're having any low back issues, drop that weight down. Really focus on the low back. Just like your deadlift, coming down, controlling, and then it's just fast on the way up. These are basically just like fast deadlifts. Now, a little different, but that's kind of what we're doing. 10 seconds. Good, last couple of reps, making your best of the round. In 3, 2, 1, rest. Good, good. We got our dead bugs coming up, second time through them. Let's finish round 2 with those goals in mind. Whatever your goals are today, always good to think about them. Here we go. All right, team. 5 seconds, dead bugs on their backs in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now, control. Again, I want you to go even slower in round number 2 than you did in round number 1. You're not in a hurry. You got lots of time to get a couple quality reps. Quality over quantity this round. Good, good. You're halfway through, 20 seconds. Good, good. Now, if you feel a huge space in between your low back and the ground, really focus on the belly button and squeezing it down to the spine. That'll help us keep the core tight, keep everything engaged right where it needs to be. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, last round of this workout. We got one more time through circuit number 2. We're gonna foam roll, and then we're kicking you guys out of here to go enjoy the rest of your day. So 10 seconds, round the world lunges, making sure you got some room. And let's do this, team. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good, good, good. Again, movement is the biggest challenge this round. Now, but we gotta keep that movement moving in the right ways, right? So again, as we get tired, like I said last round, the chest might start to come forward. That's usually the first sign that you're starting to really burn in the legs a little bit. Take a second, breathe, and then focus on quality reps. Again, quality over quantity. Good, 10 seconds now. Finishing strong. Setting those goals today. Come on, 3, 2, 1, done. Hand-to-hand swings and dead bugs, that's all we got left, team. Finishing strong. Stronger you, all right. 10 seconds, team. Take a breath. Let's do this last round of swings. If you got that heavier kettlebell, great time to grab it here. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Good, you wanna come up to about shoulder height on this one. If you're going higher, we probably need that bigger kettlebell, right? But movement, again, movement, movement, movement. You're driving the hips, back, forward, glutes, squeeze them at the top here. So you really gotta squeeze them. Now, if you're not engaging them, if you're not squeezing the glutes, they should feel rock hard. If I were to come and poke you right in the butt, you should have those nice tight glutes. Right at the top there, right there. Here we go, 8 seconds, best swings of the day. Here we go, pop those hips, go after it. 3, 2, 1, got it, there we go, 20 seconds. Last round of our dead bugs today, team. Want you to go slower than you did in round number 2. So each rep, take about 5 seconds. No rush here, 10 seconds and we'll go. Hands over the shoulders, knees over the hips. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Nice and slow. Good. Take your time. There's 2 reps for me. We're about 10 seconds in. So take about 5 seconds with each one. Slowly lower. Get to the bottom. Hold for a quick count and then slowly come back up to the top. 20 seconds, team. Come on. Good. Slowing it down. Control your body for these last 10 seconds. Slow, controlled reps. That's what's going to get you closer to the goal. That's what's going to strengthen your core. 3, 2, 1, and done. Really good. Grab your foam roller. Take a drink of water if you need it. Let's foam roll it out to finish off this work today. So we're going to go after the lower body a little bit for our foam rolling session today. If you got any tight spots in the upper body, you can always roll those out as well. But we are going to start with calves. So right behind the bottom of our leg here, we're going to go 1 calf at a time. Back and forth here. Again, roll your foot around like always to get your entire calf. If you got tight spots, you can always stop on those spots and hit them just a little bit more. When you're done with one side, go right over to the other. Now I'm going to go through this kind of quick. If you want to stick around a little bit longer and go through this second time, definitely would recommend that today. Take about 5-10 minutes and foam roll your body out. You're going to feel great on the other side, and it's going to help you recover for that next workout. Now, when you're done with that second calf, we're going to go up to the hamstrings. So behind the top of the leg here, rolling it out using your opposite foot for support, using your hands behind you for support as well. Good, now let's switch it over to the other side. There we go. Hopefully the arms are feeling good after the bicep curls and some of those bent over rows today. Got some good back work in there as well. Let's go up to the glutes. Now these, you can roll out a bunch of different ways. Just hit them really quick. Because we're going to roll over to the hip flexor, and those are a little bit more important today. So, all right, roll over. Now for the hip flexor, that's that right in that hip pocket, right down here. So we're going to try to get the whole thing though. So from the bottom, or from that whole hip, so get some surface area in there. Put as much pressure as you need. You should definitely feel this one. Probably don't need to put all your weight on it if you're hitting the right spots. And just that small movement will take us where we need to go. When you're done, switch it over to the other side. Same thing. I keep my opposite leg out just for a little extra support. Good, good, and good. And then when you are done with that, team, that is going to be what I have for you guys today. Thank you all for coming in and knocking out another Coach Care Connect video with me today. My name is Coach Christian, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one.